All right, our final video. Page 74 in bonus chapter 6, viewing your After Effects composition. Um, if you guys are going to go ahead and take your playhead to the start here and then play through your composition, you're going to find, get it back there, that when it comes to our After Effects composition right here, it's going to be a little bit jagged because Premiere Pro still needs its own preview render file. So if we look up here, we see red, red, yellow, red. We see problems. This was red. I worked through this, and that's why it's green, and unfortunately I can't get it to backtrack to red, but yours is probably red. So what we need to do is just do a simple keyboard shortcut to set the timeline in and out points to just match this clip, and then render just this clip to get it to the green, which I already had done previously, and I'm going to do it again. First thing we need to do is click the Video to targeting button right here, and if any of the others are on, if 4 is on, like mine was before, click that off. So we're just targeting V2. Then we're going to take our playhead and put it somewhere over this After Effects comp that dynamically linked when we got done doing it in After Effects. And with our playhead somewhere over top of this, we're going to press the X key on our keyboard, and that sets the in and out points automatically for that clip. So it starts in here and goes out here. And with just this part selected, video track 2, this in and out point, we're going to render just this part. So you're going to do sequence and then render in to out. This one right here. And it's only 139 frames. Oh shoot. Well, you're not seeing it because mine already did it and turned green, but you are going to get a pop-up window and it might take a while. In fact, mine looked like it was doing nothing for about 3 minutes, and I walked off and came back, and all of a sudden it went by really quickly, rendering out those 139 frames, I believe is about what it is. Yeah, 139 frames. So once it's done, it does give you this green rendering, and now when you play this back, it is going to play out perfectly with no issues. So there you can see it all rendered out perfectly. Alright, once we've done that and it's turned green like mine did, we just need to clear out the in and out points here on our timeline. So to do that, we right-click on the timeline time ruler, so up here, right-click, and then we choose Clear In and Out Points. And that makes that go away. And then from there, we are simply saving our files. So File, Save As. And it's Poolside Edit 04. That's the one that we want to save. And we're good to go. The last thing that I want to share with you is how you could export a video frame as a still image. So maybe there's one shot in here that you absolutely love and you want to use it as a still JPEG, and the example that they give in the book takes us back to some of that high-res footage. So it could be any frame in here, but just to follow the book, we're going to go ahead to 2 minutes, 39 seconds, and 2:39:09. Again, it's not that that's important, it's just I'm following the book in case you're following along literally. And that's the frame right there that they claim they would like as a JPEG image. So the easy thing to do is in your program window at the bottom right of all these icons up here. We've used some of these others, but there's a little camera and it says export the frame. If you click on this from the program window, the program monitor, you're going to get an image that is the same frame size as our sequence frame size. So I believe we're at 1920 by 1080 pixels. However, if we export something from our source monitor, we would get a frame that's the same size as the source frame, and that could be different. So for me here, over in the program window, we're going to click on Export Frame, and then we just have to name it. Poolside Frame. Notice it's going to be a JPEG, and it's going to go in our Lesson 6 folder. If we wanted that to be a still graphic directly imported into our project folder, we could click here. We don't need that, so we just click OK. And that's a done deal. We now have a still frame pulled out of here. So that's the end point of this chapter. As I mentioned, we're not going on. The next section talks about working with Photoshop and then some other Cinema 4D software. We're not going to go through all that. So this is the end of this chapter. I do need you to have done this through and be able to show this to me when we meet next in class. So specifically, I would be looking at your Premiere Poolside Edit 04. I would want to see that you have this linked comp in here that's rendered out and works perfectly. And you can just show me that you know how to make a still frame by doing that last process. So that's it. I hope you're having good luck with your tutorials. If you find one that isn't working, you might want to check and make sure that it's a current version and you're not following directions for CS4. And know that not all tutorials are equal. Some are written very well, some have muddy points that you have to figure out on your own, and some are just plain garbage. So if you're really struggling, you can switch tutorials completely. Just let me know so we don't have any doubling up. Thanks everyone and have a great week. See ya, most of you anyway, Thursday. Bye-bye.